compares Clark to Steph Curry for being relatable to fans, but claims the fact that she's a straight white woman plays a big role in the hype around her. It's not the numbers. She is the NCAA's all-time leading scorer of men and women. In February, she broke the women's record. In March, she broke Pistol Pete Maravich's 3,667-point record. She's had more 30-point games than anyone in the past 25 years. This girl earned this. I'm sorry.
Many admirers were taken aback when Caitlin Clark, a name that was widely recognized as a sign of excellence, appeared on the community, and basketball enthusiasts were shocked when the basketball court decided to leave the WNBA for a European league. They just couldn't believe it. Not just any athlete, Caitlin was the beloved favorite, the blazing star, and the one who appeared destined to dominate the WNBA for many years to come.
Caitlin Clark finished the regular season leading rookies in scoring, field goals made, three-point field goals made, assists, steals, and minutes played, and she led the league in assists and three-pointers made.
However, when the news quickly spread, everyone started to wonder why Caitlin had taken such a bold move. This was a choice that rocked the WNBA's foundation, not just a player switching leagues.
The W thinks that they don't have to pay us more in order for us to be here. And I think I didn't express that when I first talked about prioritization. Our commissioner talked about us being able to, make $700,000. That's not true at all. There's not one player who makes that. And we were promised, team marketing agreements and league marketing agreements, but they've fallen.
Many players and fans were taken aback by Caitlin Clark's departure, which sparked debates over how it would affect the WNBA. Some believe it would be a loss for the league, while some think it might help her develop in new ways. Her choice has had a big impact on the basketball community. As this story develops, we encourage you to follow along, share, and subscribe for the most recent in sports news, interesting discussions, and gripping tales that examine the connections between sports and society. Journey. When Caitlin Clark first took the WNBA floor, it was clear that she was a player destined for success. Her ability to lead her team, score goals, and see plays with acute vision was exceptional, something the league hadn't seen in a long time.
And guess what? It's going to change for the better because Caitlin Clark's going to help it change for the better. This is about what I will personally label the idiocy. Dare you make this decision? It's stupid. And I'm going to tell you.
Every time she played, she gave incredible performances that astounded everyone, winning the admiration of her teammates and rivals who packed the arenas to watch her play. Her mere presence also boosted ticket sales wherever she went. Because of her remarkable WWA stats, she led the league in assists and three-pointers. Many fans and commentators started to compare Caitlin to the legends who had come before her. Caitlin was viewed as the WNBA's future star, a player who could take the league to new heights or have an impact on business, as well as on the basketball court. Her name-branded merchandise sold out fast, and every highlight package showcased her abilities in unexpected ways.
They're bringing in massive new sponsorships, at least by the league standard. They're selling out arenas, which used to be unheard of for the WNBA. And this should be a dream come true for everybody involved in the WNBA, from the executives to the...
But beneath the surface of her WNBA success, another story was starting to surface. Rumors circulated that she was unhappy with her desire for something more than what the WNBA could offer, but none anticipated the big twist that was about to happen.
With the WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if the...
Players from all over the world are drawn to European basketball because of its unique charm. Although it is not very quick, it is full of clever plays and strategy. For American players, the atmosphere created by the fervent supporters is genuinely unique. It offers an opportunity to hone their abilities and immerse themselves in a culture distinct from their own, both during games and in everyday life.
Behind the DVTK team, but we're underway here in Miskolc in Hungary. Game day 2 Group A action as DVTK go up against Skio on straight.
For Caitlin Clark, the allure of Europe extended beyond the sport as many believe. She saw it as an opportunity to grow as a player and challenge herself in ways she couldn't in the WNBA, as European leagues place a strong emphasis on fundamentals. Strong defense and teamwork are important for a player, and Clark's decision to relocate to Europe may be the next smart move in her pursuit of the world's greatest player title.
Another assist and a chance for a three-point play for Smith.
In transition. Whoop. And a little spin on the finish as Melissa Smith went to the line and did in fact complete the three-point play.
Yeah, 3 buckets behind the back. It's the turnover ratio in her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push. It's all away, Terry.
Moreover, even while the WNBA has significantly increased player compensation, they still fall short of what elite European clubs are willing to offer. European clubs usually offer more alluring contracts. Perhaps Clark's decision was influenced by their star's financial situation, even though she hasn't discussed it yet.
A'ja Wilson dropped a shoe and Caitlin Clark dropped a shoe today at the very same time that Caitlin Clark would outsell A'ja's shoe by 100 times. Yes, I think that would be the case.
Before we get into the details,
other players immediately expressed their opinions about Caitlin Clark's departure, and many stood by her in recognition of the tremendous pressures and difficulties that come with being a professional athlete. Her announcement that she was leaving the WNBA was like a powerful wave striking the league, sending shocks through the entire community.
For me, if Rookie of the Year was picked today, I give it to Angel. Okay.
Angel Reese has to get the nod. Now I know.
But several voices expressed disapproval, believing that Clark had abandoned the WNBA when it most needed her support.
She said viewership numbers with Caitlin Clark are astronomical. She's a big draw, she brings in all the things. And yes, the games where she's not playing have lower viewership. But in the WNBA...
One participant, who wished to remain anonymous, shared sentiments that many of us might relate to. We all have goals and desires, and occasionally, they can lead us on surprising adventures. Although I respect her decision, I find it hard to watch her go. This view was in line with the opinions of many other WNBA players, particularly those who had developed close relationships with Clark during her tenure in the league. The coaches also had differing views. Some saw her decision as a setback, while others thought it might teach the WNBA a valuable lesson. The league will continue to change whether or not CIT is present, but there is no denying that she elevated the game to new heights. One coach said, Caitlin Clark's departure from the WNBA raises important concerns about the league's future. For many years, the league has struggled to compete with other sports in terms of audience size and financial stability. Players like Clark were thought to be essential for reviving interest, drawing fans, and improving the league's reputation. But now that she is playing in Europe, the WNBA faces a difficult situation. Although it is too early to predict the long-term effects, it is obvious that the league will miss Caitlin Clark greatly. The league is working hard to retain its top players and attract new talent, but losing a significant player like Clark could have a wide-ranging effect. Young athletes may begin to see Europe as a more desirable path if they see a successful player like Clark going that way. This situation might force the WNBA to reevaluate its strategies regarding player deals, marketing, and future growth. The WNBA's future success will be largely dependent on its capacity for innovation and adaptation. Caitlin Clark's recent news has left many inconsolable, as many had high hopes of watching or controlling the WNBA for many years, but her abrupt decision to leave has left them incredulous. Social media networks were flooded with responses ranging from excitement over her new journey in Europe to disbelief and disappointment.
Atmosphere was going to be electric when they announced Caitlin's name in the dark and the fans went crazy. But as a local, as somebody who watched the Mercury...
While some fans believe that Clark has betrayed the league and the people who have supported her from the start, others see her move as a natural next step in her career and admire her bravery for taking control of her own destiny. No matter where she plays, Caitlin is making the best decision for herself, and I will support her no matter what. Despite the conflicting opinions, It is evident that Clark's fan base is loyal and unwavering. Many have begun to follow her journey on European basketball, and it wouldn't be shocking if her move abroad sparks renewed interest in the sport on a global scale.
That I've had to delete Twitter from my phone. She said the only safe app right now is TikTok, where it's friendly and she can scroll fast if there's anything negative. But they're feeling it. And today after shoot-around, their coach, Christy Sides, pulled the team together, and she was passionate, kind of yelling at her team, poking them in their chest like, hey, we have got to figure...
Caitlin Clark's decision to play in the European League represents a dramatic change in the women's basketball scene. It is not just her choice. It also demonstrates the growing awareness of the tremendous talent in women's sports today. Players like Clark are leading the charge in a movement to advance women's athletics to new heights.
Private charters, all the money and visibility she brings into the WNBA. What she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there.
By traveling to Europe. In addition to paving the way for countless other female athletes, Clark's action highlights the urgent need for increased funding for women's sports in the U.S. Although the WNBA has made significant strides, much more needs to be done to ensure that female athletes have the tools and support they require to truly succeed. With Caitlin in the European leagues, attention will undoubtedly increase for international women's basketball, which has frequently been overlooked in favor of men's basketball. This might result in more fans and global expansion for the sport.
Compares Clark to Steph Curry for being relatable to fans, but claims the fact that she's a straight white woman plays a big role in the hype around her is not the numbers. She is the NCAA's all-time leading scorer of men and women. In February, she broke the women's record. In March, she broke Pistol Pete Maravich's 3,667-point record. She's had more 30-point games than anyone in the past 25 years. This girl earned this. I'm sorry.
The case of Caitlin Clark's move to Europe serves as a perfect example of how important money is in professional sports. Despite the WNBA's efforts to raise player salaries, they still fall short of what elite male athletes make and what European teams can offer in Europe. Although Caitlin Clark has not publicly discussed the financial aspects of her decision, it is well known that European leagues typically offer more lucrative opportunities. For a talented player like Clark, the lure of better financial rewards along with the opportunity to experience a new culture and environment must have been too strong to resist. Many basketball clubs have significant financial strength, which leads to more profitable contracts compared to those in the WNBA.
$100 million contract with the Indiana Fever are circulating, which could be the biggest deal in WNBA history.
In addition to higher wages, along with the opportunity to compete against the world's top athletes, European clubs provide players with a host of other benefits, such as housing, transportation, and performance-based bonuses. These advantages make Europe a very alluring destination for athletes seeking financial stability and career advancement. Caitlin's decision may encourage other WNBA players to consider similar career paths, which could significantly alter the financial landscape of women's basketball. However, a crucial question remains. Will there be a greater influx of talented WNBA players to Europe? And if so, how will the WNBA change to stay a force to be reckoned with on the global scene?
We welcome you to Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota for Game 4 of the 2024 WNBA Finals.
Fans are eager to watch how Caitlin Clark adopts the European basketball style, which places an emphasis on strategy, collaboration, and strong defense as she embarks on her new trip in Europe. For her, this move is more than just a new place. It's a significant opportunity to improve her abilities, experience a higher level of play, and pick the brains of seasoned international players.
After the break, but right now they're just thinking about winning this ball game. Clark quickly gets it up court, then got it knocked away. Odyssey cradles it. And a timeout taken by...
Top players from all over the world compete in the difficult European leagues, which will help Clark hone his skills. Fans are excitedly awaiting her debate because they think that this international experience will improve her game and open up important opportunities for her. Her outstanding shooting and playmaking will be put to the test in new ways, and her performance might improve her reputation as a top female basketball player. Fans and analysts are thrilled about Caitlin Clark's new journey in Europe because of her adjustment to the continent's distinctive basketball style, which emphasizes strategy, teamwork, and strong defense in contrast to the WNBA's fast-paced, offense-focused style. For Clark, this move offers a great opportunity to develop her skills, play at a different level of intensity, and learn from seasoned international players.
Teammates don't quite do it. Learning how to communicate that, articulate what you see. That's been the growth of Caitlin Clark throughout her career at Iowa. Some of those early frustrations with some players early. Now they understand what she's seeing. They understand how to move, and if they're open, she will find them. Mark?
Fans eagerly await Clark's day, but there is hope that this international chapter will elevate her game and present exciting story-making opportunities. The European leagues present a tough challenge, hosting some of the best talents from around the world, which will further hone Clark's skills. Her impressive shooting range and playmaking abilities will encounter new trials, potentially solidifying her legacy as a standout female basketball player worldwide. Caitlin Clark's transfer to Europe is more than simply a news story. It's a significant turning point in both her career and the history of women's basketball. It also demonstrates her bravery in taking chances. Although her decision to leave the WNBA startled many, it also opens up new opportunities for her in the future. She will continue to pursue great accomplishments and take on new challenges wherever they lead. Caitlin Clark is making a significant impact on basketball in Europe and beyond, and her story is still developing. Whether she returns to the WNBA or plays elsewhere, it is obvious that her impact on the sport will last for a very long time. I appreciate you viewing, and if you liked it, please click the like button. Please share this video with your fellow basketball fans and subscribe to our channel. Watch this space for additional updates on this incredible journey and other noteworthy events in the sports world.